The power of small habits. How tiny changes lead to big results. Did you know that small habits, as tiny as they seem, have the power to transform your entire life? Imagine if one tiny change could set you on a path to success. It's not about sudden, drastic overhauls, but rather the subtle, consistent actions we take each day that truly shape who we become. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we explore fascinating ideas to make your life better every single day. Today, we're diving into the incredible power of small habits and how they lead to massive results. Get ready to unlock a new level of personal growth as we break down the science behind habits, learn practical tips to build lasting routines, and discover how even the smallest changes can have a monumental impact on your journey to success. What are small habits? So, what exactly are small habits and why are they so important? Imagine a giant snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, almost insignificant, but as it rolls it picks up more snow, growing larger and gaining momentum with every rotation. That's the power of small habits. They're the tiny actions, the seemingly insignificant choices we make each day that, when repeated consistently, create a compounding effect over time. Think about the simple act of brushing your teeth. It's a small habit a few minutes out of your day, but imagine the damage if you skipped it for a year. Your teeth would deteriorate, leading to pain, discomfort, and expensive dental work. Small habits are like investing. They grow exponentially over time. Just as a small amount of money invested consistently can grow into a significant sum, small habits, practiced daily, compound into remarkable results. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. It's about showing up each day and making a conscious effort to move in the direction of your goals, one tiny step at a time. Think about learning a new language. The task can seem daunting, right? But what if, instead of overwhelming yourself with hours of study, you committed to learning just one new word a day? That's just a few minutes of effort, but over a year, you'd have a vocabulary of 365 new words. That's the magic of small habits. They break down intimidating goals into manageable actions, making the path to success feel less overwhelming and more achievable. It's about focusing on the process, not just the outcome. It's about falling in love with the journey of continuous improvement, knowing that even the smallest actions, when done consistently, can lead to extraordinary transformations. So, as we delve deeper into the world of small habits, remember this. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. It's about embracing the power of tiny actions, repeated day after day, to create the life you've always dreamed of. The science behind small habits. Now let's dive into the fascinating science behind how habits are formed and why small changes are the key to lasting transformation. According to James Clear, the author of "Every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become." Want to be a writer? Write one paragraph a day. Want to be fit? Start by doing one push-up a day. Our brains are wired to crave efficiency. Habits, even small ones, are essentially shortcuts our brains create to conserve energy. When we repeat an action consistently, our brains learn to automate it, requiring less effort and willpower over time. This is where the magic of small habits comes in. By starting small, we make it easier for our brains to adopt new behaviors. Think of it like building a muscle. You wouldn't start lifting heavy weights on your first day at the gym, right? You'd start small, gradually increasing the weight as you get stronger. The same principle applies to building habits. Every habit, big or small, follows a similar neurological loop: cue, routine, reward. The cue triggers your brain to initiate a behavior. It could be a time of day, a specific location, or even an emotional state. The routine is the action you take, the habit itself, and the reward is the positive reinforcement your brain receives for completing the habit loop. Let's take the example of saving money. Imagine you set a goal to save $1 a day. The cue could be finishing your morning coffee. The routine is the act of putting that $1 into a jar or a savings app. The reward is the feeling of accomplishment, knowing you're working towards your financial goals. Over time, as you repeat this habit loop, your brain starts associating the cue, finishing coffee, with the reward, feeling accomplished, making it easier to stick to the routine, saving $1. This is how small habits become automatic, ingrained in our daily lives without requiring constant willpower or motivation. The beauty of this neurological loop is that it applies to any habit, big or small. Whether it's drinking more water, practicing gratitude, or learning a new skill. By understanding the science behind habit formation, we can leverage the power of small changes to create lasting, positive transformations in our lives. Chapter 3. Now that we understand the science behind habits, let's get practical. How do we actually start small and build habits that stick? Here are a few powerful strategies to get you started. First, make the habit so small that it's impossible to fail. For example, commit to reading just 1 page a day, meditating for 1 minute, or doing 2 push-ups before bed. The key is to make the initial step so easy that you can't say no. This builds momentum and confidence, making it more likely you'll stick with the habit over time. Second, one of the most effective ways to build a new habit is to tie it to something you already do consistently. This is called habit stacking. For example, if you want to start a gratitude practice, try writing down 3 things you're grateful for immediately after brushing your teeth each morning. By linking the new habit to an existing routine, you're more likely to remember and follow through. Next, visualizing your progress can be incredibly motivating. Use a habit tracker, a calendar, or even a simple notebook to mark off each day you successfully complete your habit. This creates a sense of accomplishment and helps you stay accountable. Also, remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. There will be days when you miss your habit, and that's okay. Don't beat yourself up. What matters most is getting back on track the next day. Building lasting habits takes time and consistency. Focus on showing up each day and making small, incremental improvements. Finally, don't underestimate the power of celebrating your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Did you manage to stick to your habit for a whole week? Reward yourself. Did you finally achieve a milestone you've been working towards? Celebrate it. Recognizing and rewarding your progress reinforces the positive behavior and keeps you motivated on your journey. Chapter 4. Let's bring this concept to life with some real-life examples of how small habits have led to incredible transformations. There's the inspiring story of a man who started his fitness journey by simply walking for 10 minutes a day. He wasn't aiming for marathons or intense workout routines, he just wanted to move his body consistently. Over time, those 10-minute walks turned into 20, then 30, and eventually, he found himself running. A year later, he had completed his first marathon, a feat that seemed unimaginable when he took those first few steps. This is the power of small habits. They create a ripple effect, leading to unexpected and extraordinary results. Another example is the story of a young woman who aspired to be a writer. She struggled with procrastination and self-doubt, often feeling overwhelmed by the blank page. But then she discovered the power of small habits. She committed to writing just 100 words a day, no matter what. Some days those 100 words were pure genius, other days they were simply a jumbled mess of thoughts. But the key was consistency. Over time, those 100 words turned into paragraphs, then pages, and eventually she had completed her first novel. The small habit of showing up each day, even for just a few minutes, had transformed her dream into a reality. These stories highlight the transformative power of small habits. It's not about grand gestures or overnight successes, it's about the consistent daily actions that compound over time, leading to remarkable outcomes. Chapter 5. Now let's address some common challenges you might encounter on your journey to building small habits and explore practical solutions to overcome them. One of the biggest hurdles is dealing with setbacks. Life happens, and there will be days when you miss your habit. The key is to not let a single slip-up derail your entire progress. Don't dwell on the miss. Instead, focus on getting back on track the next day. Remember, consistency is more important than perfection. Another challenge is staying motivated, especially when you don't see immediate results. It's easy to get discouraged when you're putting in the effort but don't see the changes you desire overnight. This is where patience and trust in the process are crucial. Remind yourself why you started in the first place. Visualize the long-term benefits of your habit. Surround yourself with a supportive community or accountability partner who can cheer you on and keep you motivated. Celebrate your small wins along the way. Remember, even small steps forward are still progress. It's also important to be flexible and adjust your approach as needed. If you find that a particular habit isn't working for you, don't be afraid to experiment with different strategies. Maybe you need to adjust the time of day you practice the habit, or perhaps you need to break it down into even smaller steps. The key is to find what works best for you and your lifestyle. Building lasting habits is a journey of self-discovery. Embrace the process, be kind to yourself, and remember that even small changes, when done consistently, can lead to extraordinary results. As we wrap up, remember this. Small habits may seem insignificant, but they're the foundation of big results. Start tiny, be consistent, and watch your life transform. It's not about being perfect, it's about showing up each day and making a conscious effort to move in the direction of your goals. What small habit are you going to start today? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more ideas that can make your day extraordinary. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Start small, stay consistent, and embrace the transformative power of small habits.